Mercedes-Benz introduced the CLE in 2023. Today I have it in a CLE 53 AMG. And it's a cabriolet, guys, which means the top goes down, and this one's gonna be a lot of fun. It also means I'm gonna need an expert like Joshua Anderson over here. Hey Josh, how's it going?
Hey Brian, I'm real excited to do this test drive with you today.
Hey man, me too. Let's get it going. If you're interested in a new Mercedes-Benz, come check out our inventory online at smailmercedesbenz.com. Now, what's really cool, the exterior feature here in the paint job is gray, but it's not just any gray, is it?
No, Brian, it's Alpine gray. It's a manufacturer color that is special.
Yeah, and it definitely does stick out well there in the daylight. What's cool with this paint is that it contrasts well with the blacked out features at the front of this vehicle. A giant Mercedes-Benz star in the front. I'm seeing a camera up there and some sensors.
Yeah, Brian, and also this has the night package on it, which gives you the blacked out features of the black grille and the air dam in the front, as well as the wheels and the side skirts along the car.
When we look at the headlights, I notice it says digital light in there. What is that?
It's a LED package that works with mirrors that projects the light out onto the road. And it also knows when to tone down so that it doesn't blind drivers in oncoming traffic. It's very high tech.
You know, Mercedes-Benz just thinks of things that other manufacturers really haven't. It's really great. Coming around the side, I'm noticing these AMG wheels. They're blacked out with the Mercedes-Benz logo there in the center.
These are 20-inch multi-spoke, and then with the night package, they're obviously black, but
yeah.
Looks sharp when it contrasts against that Alpine gray, Brian.
Looks like it's a Pilot Sport tire on there as well.
Yeah, that's for peak performance. You don't want to drive these in the snow, obviously, but it's going to give you the best grip and the best handling that this car can do.
Checking underneath the hood, we have a nice large engine here, Josh. What's the stats on this thing?
This is a 3-liter V6 turbocharged hybrid assist engine. So the hybrid assist means that it does not have an alternator. It takes power from the car. So when you're running, let's say, the air conditioner, or you're starting the car, there's no alternator that draws from the engine power. This is all power all the time.
Now, what about the power that this engine produces?
443 horsepower, Brian, and 413 foot-pound of torque.
And around the back side of the vehicle, you notice that kind of dark chrome AMG, Mercedes-Benz logo, and the CLE 53. The exhaust down there, you have those oval black-tipped exhausts. To get into the trunk, I'm just gonna push in on the Mercedes-Benz star. We have a ton of space in there. We put the top down so that you guys could see just how much space you have in there with the top down. It's actually in this part here. So definitely, you know, you can definitely fit golf clubs in there and some other additional things. All right, Josh, I think it's time. We got to jump in and get this thing out on the road.
Let's get going, Brian.
Let's do it. Jumping in the front seats of the CLE 53, man, Josh, this car is beautiful on the inside. Everything from these cool little chrome accents to, I don't know what you would call that.
This is a wire mesh.
Okay, and it's really great. I'm seeing 2 screens in front of me. I'm also seeing a heads-up display, which depicts my speed limit sign, what speed I'm going, some of my safety features up there, just all displayed so I never have to look away from the windshield, which is great. Now, obviously this is a very large screen. You know the size?
14-inch, Brian.
Wow, it's definitely huge vertical screen there. We have a lot of different features on here. We have comfort features here, including ambient lighting. We have our seat kinetics. For anybody who doesn't know, what is seat kinetics?
It prevents a dead spot in your body. So like if you're sitting there, it makes sure that you have active blood flow. It moves a little bit here and there gently so that you have circulation all the time.
Well, that's really cool. There's, you know, you can even increase your bolsters so you can get really snug in here if you really want. Really cool. I think that, you know, it's neat to kind of have that. We have performance, AMG performance in here. That's showing us what our suspension and things, right?
Yes.
Looks like we have our G-forces up there. Maybe we'll keep that up during the test drive. This is cool too. Our engine performance. We have Apple CarPlay Android Auto. Is that wireless in here?
Yes.
Cool. So if anybody doesn't know, that allows you to connect to your phone to make phone calls and text messages, listen to your music, get directions, all that really great stuff. A lot of really cool stuff up there. I'm gonna keep this engine output for our test drive. In front of me, I have a really nice digital instrument cluster. Pretty simplistic in design there, but if I go into here, I can actually change that up. I can change what's in front of me on my heads-up display too, which is really cool from here. But you know, there's our sport, we have a super sport. We also have our navigation that we can put up here. So we have our driver's assistance features. So maybe during the test drive, I'll put that stuff up there.
The other thing to point out too, Brian, is that on the steering wheel, some people get really overwhelmed by all the buttons and things on the controls between the screen and the steering wheel. But in reality, the left side of the steering wheel does all the controls for your screen behind the driver's seat, and the right side of the steering wheel does all the controls for the 14-inch display.
Oh, well, that's really convenient, and I don't have to push the buttons if I don't want to, but I can. Some other things we should really mention about the steering wheel. It's AMG. It's got that flat bottom steering wheel. It's got really good grippy texture to it. Has our adaptive cruise control down here, our volume buttons for the radio. But how about this? What AMG
settings. You only find these dials on the AMG vehicles.
Simple as switching between the drive modes. I can do that right here on the steering wheel. That goes into Sport. One more, that's our Sport Plus. Let's go ahead and put the top back. Why don't we? I'm just gonna press this button right here. I'm just gonna hold it until the top goes back. And we found out we could do this while we were driving, but you have to be under a certain speed, I believe. So I went ahead and put that back. I'm going to put down our windows too while we're at it. Some other key features we want to show off. The camera, it looks like we have a 360 camera that can go all around the vehicle. Really cool. You can go to the 2D version so you can see all around the vehicle. But you could, the cameras all around the vehicle are really awesome. Gives you a lot more visibility whenever you're parking. You can go, just your straight back or your straight forward as well. And while all of that is awesome, by the way, when I get into this car, something else that's really cool, we have the seatbelt presenters. It gives you that pretensioner on there, making sure you have a nice fit there. And what I'd really like to do is show off this backup camera first thing. We have a nice big backup camera. I can turn the wheel. It shows me my projected angle. We had all those views behind us. We have parking sensors back there. But what's cooler than a car that parks itself, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna drive forward here, and I'm going to have it sense for a parking spot. Nice and slow. It looks like right here we have our start parking procedure button. I'm going to hit that. I'm going to take my foot off of the brake here. So it's turning the wheel. My foot's just over the brake. It's stopping us. It's going to redirect us here, bring us forward. I'm not touching the steering wheel. I'm not touching the accelerator. All it's going to do is adjust for us. There's the back camera, and here we go, getting us back into the spot just like so. Parked for us, didn't have to do anything there.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, really was. You have a vehicle like this, you're gonna want to take it out on the road, so let's do it, Josh. Let's take this out for a test drive. Just in comfort mode. I don't know, are you noticing a lot of wind hitting you right now?
No, really not at all. It's like there's a shield over top of us, Brian.
Actually, speaking of that, we have something that can help us with that, don't we? If we want even less air out there.
There's a windscreen here that comes up in the back.
And it comes up right above here too.
And dials the wind down.
Yeah, isn't that cool? So we'll see just how different this vehicle sounds in sport mode here. I'm gonna go to Sport Plus, okay? And here we go. Well, we caught up the traffic, no problem.
And the sound inside the cabin really isn't that overwhelming.
Yeah, with those guards up, I definitely feel like I can still hear you. We're not screaming over top of each other.
No, not at all.
Of course, we still have road noise to deal with and things like that, but it's nice to have that type of protection, especially if you're somebody with hair, it's nice to have, because you don't have to worry about your hair tying you back or anything like that.
Neither one of us have much of that problem.
No, we do not. Still in Sport Plus mode. Let's hear the difference. So you can actually hear that engine revving really loud. Even when my foot's off the accelerator here, the RPMs stay up. What do we have for the 0 to 60 time here, Josh?
3.5 seconds, Brian.
Wow, that's really fast. I definitely feel it whenever we hit the accelerator.
And being that it's a 4MATIC really helps too. It gives a grip to all four wheels.
Yeah, and that's really the thing, right? You have an excellent engine with that all-wheel drive, and you're going to be able to corner very nicely.
Being this is a convertible, it doesn't, it's got a nice headliner in it. It doesn't feel like you're in a convertible.
No, it does not. It's nice, and my head's not anywhere near the top there too. I still have a good few inches there. Though we have adaptive cruise control on right now, and I have my speed set to 59, but it's slowing us based on the car in front of us, right?
Correct. And you can actually distance it based on how many lengths you want to be between 1 and 3.
Yeah, it's really nice right now. They're coming down to a complete stop, so we're coming down to a complete stop. When they speed up, we'll speed up, so that's another nice feature to it. Right now, they're starting to take off a little bit. You can see them once we hit a certain gap, away we go, right? I can, like you said, bridge the gap there. All of that's displayed here on my instrument cluster. It actually can tell that that's a truck in front of us.
It tells you anything you want to know.
Yeah. I also see that we have our lane keep assist active right now on there. And what that's doing is keeping us within the lines of the road, right? If I just try to inch over here we are. Just kind of easing us back within the lines of the road, right? It'll come on there. I noticed it earlier. It tells me to take control of the steering wheel. You can see it there on the instrument cluster, which I'm going to do, of course. As this truck enters my blind spot on the right side, I notice my mirror lights up with that triangle. If I turn on my turn signal, that then flashes at me and beeps at me, alerting that somebody's over there and we don't want to make that turn, right?
Absolutely.
Blind spot monitor is just a really great feature to have. You have a lot of visibility in this vehicle. I feel like something like that, looking out for your blind spots, is really nice. Josh, what's the Mercedes-Benz warranty with this vehicle?
4 years, 50,000 miles.
Does that come with any type of roadside assistance or anything like that?
Yeah, it's 24-hour roadside assistance. And when you get a car from us, you actually get a courtesy car. So if you need to make an appointment and you need a car for the day to go to work or do whatever you normally do, we will provide you with one, as well as valet service. So if you want us to pick the car up, be it at work or your home, we can do that as well.
And we got around there, and then that little U-turn, no problem. Got us up to speed. Man, it's just that this is just such a fun car to drive.
It is fun.
You got the feel, you got the sound, you got the power.
Something else to mention, Brian, is that this mirror has the home link here where you can program up to 3 garage door openers. And also, it has a dash cam. But what's really cool about it is that it does a number of things. You can video cam your drive. You just put a memory stick in the console. If somebody hits the car or bumps the car when you're parked somewhere, it will turn all the cameras on so that you can see what happened, as well as a tow away alarm that will go to your phone and let you know if someone's taking your car, whether it be a tow truck because you forgot to put a quarter in the meter or someone is stealing your vehicle.
Great to see that those safety features are all involved there. Anything else that maybe you don't see in these vehicles but is built in that we don't know about?
Well, you have the pre-safe with Mercedes-Benz. The car is surrounded by sonar and it can detect an impeding crash, so that this vehicle actually will tension the seat belts, lower the headrests, put the backrest into upright position, and close the windows in this case, because we're in a convertible, to help prevent debris. It also even emits a pink noise to the car to make sure that when the crash actually does happen, that your ears don't get damaged from the noise.
So the 26 Mercedes-Benz CLE 53, great convertible, fantastic cabriolet, tons of technology in here. If you guys have questions about any of the stuff, let us know in the comment section below. We'll make sure to get back to you. If they have questions for you, Josh, how would they be able to contact you?
Come see me on Route 30 in Greensburg at Bud's Mail Motor Cars.
Or, visit us online at smellmercedes-benz.com. That's going to do it for our test drive today, guys. So until next time, enjoy the ride.